You want an idea to be implemented now, and you know this idea is powerful, and you're sold out to that idea, and you're excited as well for that idea. You're also sure that this idea can create magical growth in your life. But you see, there is a hurdle. The big hurdle is there are 7 to 8 stakeholders whose surname is no. Will you have the patience to do the following? Listen to their point of view despite knowing they are wrong. That is the most funny part. You know they are wrong, but still do you have patience to listen to them? Answer is, there are 3 answers I asked you. Yes, I will listen despite knowing they are wrong. No, I will not listen and waste my time because I know I'm right. Second question in the same format is give them respect and having with them a couple of rounds of discussion. This is another point of view. So in one case, you realize, okay, man, I am right anyways. Why to waste my time? It's true. Let's go ahead. I don't care about people anymore. It has to be done. If you believe, yes, you will do. Yes, I would have multiple rounds of discussion to align them. Or no, I will not waste my time convincing them. If they are not aligned, let them go. Who cares? I'll find new employee. I'll find new. I mean, obviously, you cannot replace your spouse like that. Other than this, you can replace people. Finally, you realize they're not going to support anyways. Now you start softly and tell them that I understand your concern. Let me experiment and I'll keep you posted. So here again, there are 3 choices. I don't care. I know I'm right. If I keep convincing, I'll not be able to move ahead in my life. So I don't have to convince. I'll just move ahead. Okay. Now this is not realistic. So waiting so long, project will be gone. Who will wait for so long? I'll implement and prove them wrong. This is second scenario. Third, while moving on, I'll finally inform them with the politeness and move on. Listen to their point of view despite knowing they're wrong. No 18%, at least first level they said. Give them respect and having them with a couple of rounds of discussion. Okay, 70% people are believing you'll do that. And third, this is something very interesting. What is this answer? While moving on, I'll finally inform them with politeness. But tell me honestly, is it really that easy? Think like this. Practically think on it. Answers you have given, which is right to be honest. But in your real scenario, in last few months, was it easy by the way, if I ask you? Or was it really painful? Check it out. I'm sure it will not be that easy. Even I can tell you when I'm teaching you right now, if somebody's surname is no, that is their problem. I don't have to keep these people in my team. If their surname is no, let them be no lifelong. Why should I waste my time? Never do in your entire life a status meeting or a group meeting until you have aligned people. That's the rule number 1. So then some of you will ask, sir, why do we need a group meeting at all then? If you have to do all one-on-one meeting, why the group meeting is needed? There's a need for that also. And I'll tell you what a group meeting can do. And today in the era of Zoom world, you have to do it. If you don't do this, your meetings are going to be a failure. Your first thing should start with a good news. That is the rule number 1. Edification. What is edification? Find out in your entire week who are the top performers of the week, who really worked hard for anything. If there's some escalation was there, client escalation was there, they worked for a whole night. If you see somebody is doing something good, do not hesitate to recognize them. It will not take away your promotion. It is your illusion. Now, one side effect of this also, you can note it down. The side effect is this. Some people whose surname is double no. No. Those guys will not like this because they don't like other people getting edified. What do you do with them? Don't be worried about these people. Second thing, after doing this, I will put some thinking part. What is thinking part? Some project which we are working on right now, which we have no resolution to be honest. So I'll talk about all the pending tasks which we are thinking on, something which we are working on. Only those people can ask help who are confident. Asking help also needs a courage. And if you can do that as a leader, as a manager, you know what happens? You will be surprised the moment you ask help from people actually respond. Third point, put some deadline in the terms of next meeting when we meet and we want to discuss on this. Somebody who can really take this project, I'll put a name on his name. Okay, please you have to take care of it and we'll go for it. Then it is information sharing. What all we are, where we are standing, what is going to happen, any hurdles are coming. That's the time, it's just 10 to 15 minutes I'll spend in this part and I'll get it done. The fourth part, which you have to do, write down an action item. Once they are with you in a group, they will start thinking together. New ideas will come in because now synergy will work.